Hi everybody, Chris here in the craft cabin. Today we are going to learn how to crochet a rose flower. These are great to practice your stitches on, but also lovely as an accessory on your hats, scarves, necklaces, whatever you want. So to start with, you will need some yarn. I have double knit weight yarn here and a 4mm crochet hook, scissors and a yarn needle. So I'm going to pick up my first bit of yarn here. I'm going to start with my first slip stitch. So we go around like that. And then we grab the yarn, bring it up the back and get the stitch there. I'm going to start by making a chain of 26 stitches. So I'm going around the left of the yarn, pulling it through, first stitch, left, through. That is 26 stitches there then. And now what I'm going to do is I am going to skip the first stitch closest to the hook, and I am going to do a double crochet into the second stitch from the hook. And every stitch along, that'll make 25 stitches. And now there we have it, a row of chain and a row of double crochet leading to 25 stitches. We're going to turn our work now, and in the second stitch from the hook we are going to do 5 treble crochet. We're not doing a turning chain, single chain here, just 5 double crochet straight into the second chain from the hook. I go yarn over into the stitch, grab my yarn over, take 2 stitches off, yarn over, take 2 stitches off. Again, that's yarn over into the stitch, grab my yarn. I have 3 stitches then on my hook, yarn over, take 2 off, yarn over, take 2 off. I do that 5 times into the one stitch. And then I do a slip stitch into the next one. So hook through, grab my yarn, pull the first stitch over the second stitch, and that's my slip stitch. And you can see there, that is our first petal. So I'm going to do, there's 5 petals, large petals altogether. I've done 1, and I'm going to do that 5 treble and slip stitch 4 more times. So yarn over into the next stitch, 5 trebles, now. So there we will have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 petals. So on the next run of 5 petals we will be doing a half double crochet. So again we go yarn over into the next stitch, grab my yarn and pull it back, yarn over, and then take all 3 stitches off at the same time. That's 1, and we do each stitch 5 times to make a petal. That's 2, 3, 4 and 5, and then slip stitch into the next stitch, and that is my medium size petal. I repeat that 4 more times using the half treble. Now we've finished our 5 medium sized petals, and we're going to do 5 small petals. This is done by doing a double crochet. So we're going into the next stitch, grab the yarn, yarn over and 2 off. Into the stitch, yarn over, 2 off, stitch, now, and there we have our small petal. We're going to do a slip stitch in the next stitch and repeat this 4 more times. Now we have 5 small petals left there. So to finish, I'm just going to tie off my yarn, and I'm going to leave quite a long tail because we're going to use this to sew our rows together. Yeah, and there we have it. So to start with the rows, we're going to start with the smallest end. These are the petals that are going to be on the top of our rows. So I'm just going to thread my yarn here. And I'm just going to curl this around a little bit, you can see there, and I'm going to pass my yarn through onto the next level of petals. And the same goes, I'm going to bring this bit around here, I'm just going to turn it over and pop through the back, and again bringing in another row around. Keep turning it back and forth, looking at the front and back, it'll just help. And I'm going to go actually across the back and into that row and continuing on. And as I'm going, I'm moving the petals wider just so they're all showing. I'm going to finish this off and bring that around to there, and I'm going to sew through the back of that. Now, and just to make everything nice and secure, I'm going to turn it so the back's showing. And I'm just going to weave my way through, back and forward, trying to catch all the petals I can, but while leaving the back flat, because it's lovely to be able to add on a brooch if you want. And it means you can take your accessories off for washing, or just if you want to move it to something else. Now, that is our rose. I'm just going to tie the 2 threads at the back together. So, and cut them. There we have our crocheted rows. You can add buttons if you like to it, or this is just a little stick-on gem, and they just have a lovely effect. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and have fun making them. Bye.